little high there, Cameron.
I'm laughing straight to the bank with this. I'm laughing straight to the bank with this. I think nothing but $100 bills in the bankroll.
Mitch's little talk inspired me. We'll talk with our good friend Mitchell
What was he talking about?
about just not giving him that F anymore.
About? We found out what the
fuck?
we found out what the consequences for concealing a weapon and having to use it are without a permit. They're not that bad. That's all we're gonna say.
So, what's new in your automotive life?
Literally nothing. Cool truck.
Yeah, that was an alright truck. Got on my soapbox today. Did you see that?
On Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a surprisingly diplomatic Chevy talk.
And it was good, right?
Yeah, you could be a politician. Dude, speaking of politicians, this whole week.
I'm done, man. Holy.
Dude, I have been
like
in heaven.
3 years of political BS. And
No,
now
it's been forever. That's part of life, man.
I made monies today.
You did?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
200 bones. Boosh. It only took
Oh,
me,
working on an ATV?
Yeah, ATVs.
Winterize your ATVs.
Yeah.
Criminy.
Don't pay me $350 to come unclog them. Because I will charge you. And then I get more expensive when you keep doing it. Especially after I tell you how to winterize it.
Like, seriously, it's not how it used to be. You used to be able to get an ATV and go hunting with it once a year. You can't do that anymore. You've got to maintain it, winterize it, let it run, put some additive in, what have you. I don't like the angle of the dangle there.
That's all we got, man. I can get it straighter right there, but
There
it's
you go.
pointing that way.
Not that I want it to happen, but it would be awesome if we got in a crash.
I know, right?
Don't throw it, though. It's got to happen organically. So, Roland Cole got his Diablo Sport tuner for his EcoBoost.
Diablo Sport.
And it's up to like 420 horsepower and 510 foot-pounds of torque.
It's pretty awesome.
And that 510 comes on at 2,000 RPM, so
Jeez.
it's a wheelie monster. So I was watching the Racing Line.
Oh, with my buddy Randy Popes?
Yeah, Randy Popes.
Since I'm like best friends with him now.
Dude, he's funnier than I realized.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy.
He's really cool.
I watched the one where he was out here in the...
Yeah, when he was
Raptor.
when he was first talking, I was like, I know those mountains.
Yeah, me too.
I know that
like,
track.
I live right there.
I know it.
I kept screenshotting everything.
I was just like, Randy! Randy!
Why?
Come on
Like,
over!
I wish they would post when they were there. I would go
know.
all the time.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'd have taken work off, for sure.
Yes.
For sure.
You know what we're drinking, which is uncharacteristic tonight? Pepsi Cola. For those who think young. Remember that?
No.
Britney Spears.
Really?
She was their spokeswoman.
Is that back when, like, Pepsi Blue was out for the first time?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Obviously on different pages.
Yeah. I'm not a Pepsi guy, man. Like, if I have a choice between Pepsi and Coke, I go with Coke. But I was buying, I let you choose.
Makes me feel fancy. So where are we headed?
Yet again, we are on a quest for an article of clothing for me.
It's like all we ever do.
Yeah.
Drive around to get you clothes.
No, at work I get like $80 towards work boots every year, and you can roll over a year. So this year I had $160.
Nice.
Getting some Red Wings, dog. So let me back up why I'm doing this. I'm gonna lose the $80 if I don't use it this year. But I got promoted at work, y'all. I'm now in lower to middle management. What I've always aspired to be.
You made it up farther than I did.
But I got to get some like nicer looking boots that are still steel toe.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing. Got to step it up. But you want to hear this funny story?
Yeah, let's hear it.
There were a bunch of people that applied for the job. It was just internal.
Yeah.
there was only one guy I was worried about that might get it because he had been in the military for a long time, and he was like, he's a machinist. He's like really good. It's better than me at stuff.
Okay.
He was really arrogant though, and I knew this, but I didn't know if they knew it. The day came when we were finding out who got the job. First thing in the morning, dude cuts off his finger. No joke. This is yesterday. Cuts off his finger.
Loses a digit.
Loses a digit.
How far down? How far down
second
the
knuckle.
digit? Second knuckle.
Yep.
Nice.
Hey, hardtop Miata. Hardtop MX-5 is how to say it without being. It's cool. It's an MX-5.
As much as I dislike those cars, they are really good race cars, and you can't knock them. But
Like,
when you go all
they're not good for American
fast and
roads.
furious with them, then you can get made fun of. But when you're actually like an autocross dude or
Yeah.
a track dude, like, you really can't beat. You know, you can get a $3,000 Miata and race the hell out of it and be competitive.
Yeah.
And so
They
I
are
had to give them some respect.
they are capable vehicles for the track, but here, like, there's no use for them out here. It's kind of like my sport bike.
Yeah.
I want to get my FZ09. I want to get suspension and stuff for it so it turns better. I don't ever hit turns. Like, there are no turns here. It's kind of the same story with the MX-5. If you're just gonna daily it, you know.
How was riding at the old Knowles without me?
Oh man, I haven't ridden that hard in a long time.
I was so jealous. I was like, I thought you guys were going to 5 miles, so I was like, oh, it's okay. And
Yeah.
then you go to Knowles, I'm like, fuck! A really
Stretch is
difficult
mad
word.
because a non-Suzuki dealer didn't carry a Suzuki part.
Here's the problem. You're gonna have to bleep that out. The same lever that is used on my bike is used on all CR 125s, 250s, and 85s from 2001 to 2007. There's no reason a Honda dealership shouldn't have that part.
Really?
Yes.
Seems like looking up
Same
part
exact
numbers.
part number.
Huh. That is pretty messed
And I
up.
even had to miss out on those because
You know what? I'm learning something about dirt bike footage.
it's just the really fun stuff that's good.
Short and sweet is all that matters.
Yeah.
And even that clip that I put up last week is too long. I should have left
Really?
out the train track thing. Yeah. Just done the wheelie and then done the train track thing separately and dropped it at another time. Because I would even find myself right after I uploaded it, I watched it and I was like, I stopped halfway through.
You should put them out on YouTube too, instead of just
I will.
Facebook.
I will.
On Bring Your Parent to Work Day in middle school, one of the kids, her mom, came to school, and she was one of the people in charge of the tailing ponds and keeping them under control and stuff. And so she goes over like all the things that they were working on doing to keep down the dust and kind of what she comes up with and how she implements things and whatnot. And I get through all of it and I go, so why doesn't any of it work? And like, you could see she was just pissed. And it was just because like I drive out here with my parents all the time and they're always complaining about this place is always so freaking dusty. I wish they would find a way to keep the dust down and stuff, you know.
They used to just put sprinklers.
So, you know,
out there.
as a kid, you have no freaking filter. You're lucky it didn't come with an F-bomb or two, you know. So, yeah, that was
That
good
worked.
times.
Too bad the president didn't come and you asked the same thing. President Trump. I'm gonna have so much fun for the next one. I was like gonna be miserable for 4 years.
Jeez.
You can't turn here now.
I know, I'm so used to being able to roll out here, not this not being a light.
This is a new light. I was just ready to be miserable for 4 years and complain that way, and now I'm gonna have so much fun. I've been drunk on the tears of liberals this whole week. Just belligerent.
They're tearing America apart. Rioting in the streets.
They get confused
Making it
between
all- oh my
protesting
gosh.
and rioting.
Yeah.
And well, but that's the whole problem
Oh,
with the
jeez.
left is they feel like they have a monopoly on reason.
Yeah.
And so they're just like, we're right, you can't argue with us. They don't argue, they just call you stupid. And that's why they lost. And that's how they act now. They're just vandalizing Salt Lake City, causing physical property damage, which is owned by private citizens.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
America's great again, buddy.
yep.
And a surprising emotion that came to me when I found out that Trump was won. At first, I laughed. It was 3 in the morning when I woke up.
Yeah.
And I was just like, "Are you kidding me?" And then it was like, I'm not depressed.
Yeah.
Like, so I'll give him that.
Yeah.
I will give him that.
Yeah.
Problem is, he has no discernible political philosophy. Like, he has no.
Well, he's not a politician.
That's the thing.
That's great.
And what freaked me out was the things he was saying weren't real feasible economic solutions, foreign policy, all that.
Yeah.
But I think he's smart enough that he'll listen to advisors and stuff. Hopefully they're not establishment advisors, so we just go into continue endless war and all that.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So, we have a smoking hot first lady. I mean, it's the American dream, isn't it?
There's a first boy. He's like a young kid that's going to be living in the White House. There's a whole parody off of that, right?
Yeah.
Like, movies are going to come out about him.
That's true.
This was a win. I'm going to call it a win. Oh, dear.
Dead deer. That's
See?
some little horns on it.
Here's this little area we just went through. Should have
Yeah.
said it first. That's where I always find the top speed of my vehicles. It winds a little bit, but there's nowhere for cops to hide or pull you over.
Yeah.
So you can go through there. But the one danger, deer.
Oh.
We should probably be careful. At this point, I'm going to tell a story. Your wife called one time we had both our daughters, remember that, in my Forester?
Yeah.
She called about right here, we were going the other way, and said, "You need to be here in 15 minutes, and we were 30 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
And so we went with our daughters in there.
Yeah.
I felt a little bad, but we survived, and so it's a great story now.
We made it there.
So sorry, wives, if you watch this.
Have we talked about the Chevy Colorado concept that Chevy's done for the military, running off of hydrogen fuel cells and electric motors?
I think you mentioned it a few weeks ago.
I think I might have.
I saw it.
I found out a little more about it.
Here's so we'll talk about it, but let me just lead with this. I feel like it's such a specific technology and a specific way to get fuel. It's not really good for the military. Like, their traditional thing is they make these really, like, what's the word? Like these diesel engines that you could literally run them on anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could run them on half gas, half diesel,
Yeah.
you know, and they just run on like 7 different kinds of fuel around the world. So all of a sudden you're doing hydrogen fuel cell. What happens if you're in the middle of a desert and you can't get hydrogen?
Yeah, they would have to have some infrastructure, either in vehicles that can carry hydrogen,
Or they've done the thing where people have claimed you just put water in it and it turns it into hydrogen.
Well, yeah,
I don't know if that's real.
it goes both
claim
ways.
that.
It's putting molecules together and taking them apart.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing about it is it's a Chevy Colorado sitting on 37s with, oh yeah, there's some stuff.
Sitting on 37s?
37s.
So that's the standard, that's like what Hummers are on.
Yeah.
Humvees.
Mm-hmm. So it's a setup Colorado. The body's all been reinforced and everything. Has the hydrogen fuel cells, but still it's like a train with the diesel generator.
Oh.
Kind of deal. So fuel cells powering, making electricity for electric motors. So insta-torque. So
Yeah.
they're like, the torque on these things is amazing. And so the off-road capability is beyond what the Hummer can do. And
Well, the Humvee, how old is that thing?
it's super old. But I mean, it's kind of the standard for that kind of off-road vehicles, but they're so tank-like now that they're saying the Colorado is super nimble, plus has all the off-road capabilities and way more than what the Hummer actually does.
Do they do it so it's got the totally independent stuff, so there's tons of...
I don't think so. I think that's the one thing it doesn't have is the all independent front rear suspension. It still has I think it has the front that's like that still, but the rear is still a solid axle, I believe. I have pictures of it. I should look at it. But it's silent. Since it's powering, it's creating electricity, it also is set up to be able to plug in all kinds of different things and run like a command post or a field hospital or something like that just off of one of those. So you can drive it to wherever you want to be
and then use it as a
set
generator.
up as a whole camp, use it as a generator.
Dang.
So that's pretty cool too.
That is impressive.
Yeah. Plus hydrogen's cool. Like, friggin', why not? It puts out water. You gotta love that. I mean,
Yeah.
you might be able to go eat after that.
Jump it up like, yeah, girl.
You singing Royals over there?
Yeah, no, but that same singer.
Okay. Lordy Pendants.
Yes, Lord. She's awesome. Every once in a while, I dig it. Like,
Yeah.
I'll just listen to her for a while.
Cruising and listened to Pandora on my way to work the other day, and this rap song came on, and it was just like, just super bassy. And I was just like, if I rolled down the windows and people could hear me and see me, I would look like a total douchebag. But it just sounded awesome, and I couldn't help it. I'm not normally the
I
kind
hear that.
live the thug life, but
Yeah,
that's how I did it.
there's some rap, like, I have not turned on the rap stations for a while and enjoyed anything, but there's
Yeah.
rap out there that I like. I even like a Kanye song, man.
Kanye.
Monster. Freaking Nicki Minaj is in it. They both did a great job on that song.
I remember. Look at that FJ, that thing's pimped out.
Oh, pimped.
It's pimped and trick.
Oh, dude, you're having trouble with lights.
Wah, ba, 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 ba.
Oh, look at that sick Forester.
Where?
Just kidding, it's not sick. He's just got a roof
You know
rack.
what my favorite thing is about your Forester?
What?
There's a picture of it on our Instagram and it only has 4 likes.
I like how it looks rolling now instead of like saggy butt. It's like more level. We drop
There
the
you
front
go.
more than the back. So I'm gonna be making some more ARs soon.
More ARs, you say, my friend?
I do say that.
I just got a new gun.
Cummins? Straight
Six
Mafia. Oh,
Mafia.
straight 6 Mafia.
Yep.
Thought it was just straight Mafia.
And he's got the police flag.
Yep.
It's flying the blue stripe.
Thin blue line.
I'd drive that truck, honestly.
I love Cummins.
I do too. I want to know, Taylor, what would you suggest for a guy that has a good truck that he wants to mainly put more towards summertime and need a snow rig? What should he get? Let's help our brother Singsime out.
Like as a second vehicle?
As a second vehicle to drive purely in the snow when he can't drive the dirge because he slams it so far he has to plow snow.
Let me think. We're talking. What are our limitations here? Are we going just for cheap?
Well,
Or are we going for
let's
ultimate?
yeah, let's put it on the cheap side because I mean he wants to put his money into his Dodge, not into a snow vehicle, right?
Uh-huh.
But he needs something to drive in the snow and get to work and do all those terrible things you have to do in the winter.
I would say well, here's the problem. He's not in Utah, and apparently the OBS Ford 7.3s are real expensive there. But I think it's a perfect secondary like beater truck. It's got a 7.3 Power Stroke,
Okay.
4-wheel drive. If you can find a single cab one, holy crap, sick.
Okay.
They go through snow like nothing.
I've had one that wasn't a 7.3. I had
Yeah.
one that had the 3 point whatever liter something was in it. I don't even remember now.
It was like a 6-cylinder.
No, it was an 8-cylinder. It was
It
just
wouldn't be
there's
3 point something then.
oh yeah, 3. It was cubic inches, 350 something, or 340 or whatever the smaller Ford V8 was back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And that thing did go through snow really well. I had some big old snow drifts and stuff, I just plow through no
Yeah.
problem. So I do agree that wouldn't be a bad one, even if you don't get the diesel motor.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you could still
If you're really going cheap.
go through that. So
But
think
they're-
about that seeing sign.
Yeah, old body style, man.
I also
Even maybe, I don't know about the F-150s of that era.
they don't exist anymore.
Yeah, they do.
Where?
I see them all the time. You gotta
Where?
flip around here.
I don't see any.
I see them all over the place. Are you kidding me? Not as much
don't
as
see 'em.
Chevy one. There's one right there.
I don't see it. Also, I think a little front wheel drive car would be fine too.
That's true. He's probably got the skills. You can get around. I just drove rear wheel drive for years. You just freaking do it.
Oh, take
Or
$800
small.
and just go for something stupid.
Ranger S10. Can't go wrong there either. There's literally no wrong answer here.
I believe.
Get a
there is.
Subaru. Oh, sick. I think they have my shoe there.
Oh, we're here to get shoes, so. Want to see a Mosin I got?
Yes, I do. Stretch.
Let's do it.
So we hope y'all have a great week, and remember, stock is for squares.
So make it yours.